Right, fellas, welcome back to another video. You're looking at that. Welcome back to another video. We're with the man, D-Man. Do you want to say hello or anything? Yep, we're with the source himself, and we are about to react to my first MMA fight that I had 3 years ago.
Oh my god.
I was 19, I think. I'm 22 now. 3 years ago.
Wasn't actually a fight, was it?
No. The fight footage on YouTube is 50 seconds long. Okay. We're just going to react and analyze my performance. Okay?
Analyze.
Analyze, yeah. We're going to analyze, okay? So, Max Tyson MMA fight in the search bar.
Is this on the monitor now?
Yeah. Why is the thumbnail me getting jabbed in the face?
Because that's the first thing he did.
I can't.
We stayed in a hotel in Bristol on my birthday. He'd been ill for 2 weeks, hadn't slept for 3 nights before, hadn't eaten, and we told him not to do it. Go on, press play.
Just for some backstory. Wait, we don't really need much backstory, do we?
Well, the backstory was 3 months of training, intense training.
I was training very hard for this fight, and I was meant to beat the guy, the coach. I was like one of the coach's favorites. He was meant to match me up with someone, and he was like, okay, you got a good chance for this. Okay, this is all like charity MMA stuff, so no one's like been training properly or whatever. It's kind of, you do it for charity.
It's proper serious though, proper cage.
But yeah, the rules are
fans queuing up, staying in hotels.
You have to wear ties to the event. What else? Oh yeah, there's no kicking or anything to the head. There's no ground and pound. You can only hit on the body when you're on the ground, but when you're standing up, you can hit to the face and kick to the body, and then you have like some very soft shin pads on. But I'm not happy of that being the thumbnail, to be honest. Also, my fucking name, Max the Miracle Ice.
It would have to be a miracle to come back from what's about to happen.
Max the Miracle. That is such a.
Is that what you called yourself? Are you kidding me?
That's bad. Yeah, I'm not. That's not my ring name anymore, by the way. So we're changing it for the next time again. Anyway, we're going to analyze my performance. So here we go. I don't want to.
This is probably going to be the easiest analysis I've ever done.
Analysis. Let's get through it. Fucking hell, this is like 10% of the video's already gone on the intro. 10% of the video's already gone on the intro. That's
such a naff intro.
%20 of the video's gone on the intro.
And is that guy your coach?
Oh yeah, so the ref right here.
He's got a pair of marigolds on.
Let's move my webcam a tiny bit. Right, the ref right here in the pink gloves was coaching me for this fight.
And we're just off to the right, under the S of refreshments.
So yeah, my whole family and like 8 of my friends all travelled, and they're all here.
From all over the country.
And I'm here in the blue gloves with my back to the cam.
It's my birthday.
It's Dad's what, 66th birthday maybe? 65th?
No, I'm 67 now, so it was about 64 or
64.
something.
It was on Dad's birthday. All my friends and family are here.
Are you trying to pad this out? No. There's only 20 seconds left of the video.
Hey, we got to analyze my performance. So I was looking pretty jacked as well, but here we go. Right, hold it back. So just for some backstory, I've actually never watched this fight again before, and it's been 3.5 years. See that leg kick? Bang. I thought that connected way harder when I hit him with that. I thought in my mind that connected way harder, but watching it back, I don't really think I've hit him.
In your dreams.
Boom. Didn't really commit to it.
He's got
really
a much longer reach than you. He's about 8 inches taller as well.
I didn't really commit to it, but the plan was with that, boom, going to hit him with the leg kick. And I didn't really have much of a plan after that. I was terrified. So
you didn't even
there was no
realise. You'd never even hit anyone in the face before.
No, I was scared to death. So that was the plan. But
And my son never taps out, by the way. Yeah. The idea is if you don't tap out, you faint because there's no blood or oxygen to the brain. Right. So we're all jumping up and down and screaming. My son's just been knocked out by this guy, virtually. And then he puts him in a stranglehold.
Hold on. Right, so I kind of got stunned there. I got hit with a jab. Let's go back to the jab. Boom. Oh, that was a hard fucking jab. I remember that.
Must have broken your nose on that.
In the moment.
Oh,
fuck. That's what the thumbnail is. That one hurt. So I got stunned with that, bit confused. Boom. Followed up with the right.
And then the left. Oh my God.
So I don't really remember anything after the jab. So that's when my memory cuts out. And then a right and boom.
So he's been hit 4 times without any reply. We just travelled to Bristol and stayed in a hotel. His coach said he was going to win. This guy had a longer reach. Max hadn't eaten for a week. He'd been ill for 2 weeks and didn't sleep for 3 nights, but wouldn't take no as an answer.
Right, let's continue. So basically, kind of out then. Trying to get back up though. Trying to get back up and fight. It's got me in a rear naked. Oh. So, in between here.
No, he didn't show you that bit.
No. So from here, I got choked unconscious. And then my coach, the referee, had to dangle my legs and try and get the blood back in my brain while this guy's.
And then he disappeared for 2.5 hours. None of us knew what was going on.
So yeah, I don't really remember any of this fight. I'm not like it. Yeah.
You look like you're about to start there.
This is all a flash. You can see I'm kind of facing in toward, like, I'm meant to be facing the front, but I have no idea what's going on. I really don't remember that. So then that finished at 42 seconds. Hold on. So that whole fight was from 10. That whole fight was from 10 to 29 seconds. That was 19 seconds.
It's a second longer than I thought it was.
I thought it was a bit longer than that. It was 19 seconds.
2-day trip to Bristol for 19 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. That's what they say, but they don't really say that about being choked unconscious. They usually say that like, you're going to knock the guy out. You know, like Mike Tyson, blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah. So
Mike Tyson blinks and you'll miss it.
I'm glad. I think I should have gone to the toilet, actually, because I was pretty shocked. And then you didn't materialise for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. And then I finally kind of came to.
And when he did come to, apparently in the changing rooms, the guy was holding his gloves and checking his eyes and everything. And he said, yeah, I'm all right. I'm ready to go. The guy said, ready to go. Your fight's over. He said, no, I'm fighting now. And the guy said, no, you fought. You got knocked out and choked. He didn't tap out. And then when he finally materialised, 2.5 hours later, he didn't text us or anything. He texted one of his mates that had came and said, that went a bit tits up, didn't it?
It's true.
And then 11:30 at night, we found ourselves in Bristol with my son that had been knocked out earlier that evening, trying to find somewhere to eat on my birthday.
Let me analyze this leg kick one more time because this was good. Look at that.
Oh, it wasn't very high. What are you trying to do? Just boot him in the back of the bum. That's where most
It's
of
a
his fat
leg
is.
kick, mate. It's a leg kick. What do you know about leg kicks? That's good technique right there. Are you ready? Boom. See that? So right now in the fight, I'm ahead on the scorecards. Why are you shaking your head?
What's the point of saying you're ahead?
I am ahead.
You were ahead for 1.5 seconds.
3 seconds in the fight. Boom.
At what point did you hit him in the face? Let's analyse that bit. That's 1, that he hit you in the face. 2, 3, 4.
And then I'm
And at what point did you hit him in the face? All this work in the gym. I tell you, on the big screen, he looked incredible. I've never seen a six-pack by it. I said, I'm going to buy you the picture. He went, no, Dad. I got beaten.
So yeah, I basically got knocked out, face planted, and then choked unconscious in my underpants in front of hundreds of people and my family.
I'll probably
was
say there
Dad's-
was 1,000.
Okay,
At
1,000
least
people.
1,000.
And it was Dad's birthday.
I've got to say that was the worst birthday on record. And what made it worse is we went sightseeing in Bristol on the Sunday and we saw this guy in the market in Bristol. And I've got a picture of the two standing together. Max looks like a dwarf. This guy looks really tall. And then his girlfriend looks at Max and rubs him on the back and says, never mind, you gave it a try. At which point I thought, oh my God, that's it now. My son's not going to finish until he's actually kicked some ass in a...
Wait, hold on. Why do you have to say I look like a dwarf and he looks really tall?
He did, because he was really tall and it was a complete mismatch. When the two of them had their arms out, Max's were about 6 inches shorter.
Right.
His coach was lying.
Hey, I'll be back. I'll be back. Maybe next year you'll see me in there again.
I'm not going.
No, you got.
I'm not going.
You got to come.
There's no way I'm going.
I'm winning this time.
I'll watch it from a long way off.
No. Road to UFC champion, Max the Miracle Eisen. See that?
It'll have to be a miracle after that.
Okay, brilliant.
Where did that name come from?
Yeah, I'm getting a new ring name, not the Miracle anymore. But yeah, we'll end on that. Me face planting.
Please do remember that we told him when he'd been ill for 2 weeks before and hadn't eaten 3 days before the actual event and hadn't slept for 3 nights, that he should never do it.
We'll see you guys soon.
So that's why he got knocked out.
No.
But I'm impressed with all the punches you landed on him.
Okay. Cheers, Dad. Well, I'll be in there soon. Maybe next year. Make my comeback. UFC champion run.
Pop.
Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, hopefully we have more footage next time. Or it will be
the other way round.
Yeah. Blink and you'll miss it, Max Eisen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other way around.
Just got to make sure the guy's shorter with shorter arms.
We don't care. Maybe I'll meet him in the ring again. Who knows what he's up to? Anyway.
Yeah, I'm definitely not coming then.
Okay. Well, I'll be back next year. Let's go. Bop.